heel. Good. No, sit. Good boy. All right, it's Sarah, and we're back here with Beau. It's his 5th day of his 10 days of daycare training. No, sit. And today we're just filming a video and kind of showing you guys where we're at. We've done walking on a loose leash, sit, down, and heel. So we're going to show you all those today. First, we're going to start off with walk. So there's no command to this. It's just he can't get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. And if he does, we're just going to give him a quick tug and release. As you can see, he's doing pretty good on it. As you guys know, he's a supportive dog, so that means that he's kind of clingy, which isn't a bad thing from time to time. I mean, he very rarely gets to the end of the leash, even when we first got him, so that doesn't happen. But, oh, he almost did it, but I think he knew, so. But if he had gone a little bit further right there, I would have given him a quick tug and release. And we give him a tug and release because in physics, you know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the harder they pull and the harder you pull to get them to come back to you, it just makes them pull even harder. Good boy. And now he doesn't have to automatically sit at the end of this like he does the heel. But if he does, that's great. Good boy. The next thing is the heel, which we do start off with the sit. So since he's not sitting, I'm just going to say no, sit. And if he doesn't, I'm going to pull my leash up and behind his head. And I'm going to use constant pressure, since he does have a prong collar, until he starts bending in the way of the sit. No. Sit. You see, I released the pressure as soon as his butt started going towards the floor. We want the release of the pressure to be the reward for him. And then you guys chose the right side for the heel, so I will use my inside foot to heel. Good boy. And this is probably one of his best obedience, because he gets to be close to us, so he really likes that. Good boy. If he were to get too far ahead or too far behind, I would kind of just use my leash to guide him a little bit, but he's doing really well. Now, unlike the walk, there are many rules to the heel. He can't get too far ahead. He can't get too far behind. He can't be too close to us. He can't be too far away. He can't sniff the ground. He can't go potty. But other than that, he can do anything else. So basically nothing. Now, at the end of this, he does have to sit. Beau, no. Sit. And the only reason I'm saying no, sit, is because he has been doing automatic sits for us. So once they start doing automatic sits, we just go straight to kind of telling them no, sit. Another thing we like to do with the heel is these 2 cones right here, as you can see. It gives us great right turns and left turns. So, Beau, heel. And as he goes around the outside, he should speed up. And as he goes around the inside, he should slow down. Good. No, heel. He's just lagging on behind just a little bit, so. Good boy. And again, we're looking for that automatic sit. Good boy. The next thing we taught him is down. Nope. Down. So as you can see, he kind of shied away from me there a little bit. And all I did was kind of fake it, like I was going to put pressure on the leash. So then he did do the down. And he doesn't require very much pressure. I'll show you guys again. Heel. For the down, he just needs a little bit of a reminder sometimes. No, sit. Good boy. Down. Good. And we like to keep our posture tall. We don't like to go down to the ground because it kind of looks like a play bow. And for dogs, a play bow is a universal sign of good gesture and goodwill. And usually it means they're trying to party. And with your dog being outgoing, we don't want to get him all riled up, especially when we're doing obedience. Good boy, Beau. So the next thing we taught him is crate, or as you guys call it, nighty-night. So nighty-night, good boy. And when he first came to us, he had a little bit of anxiety, and he wanted to like burst right out of his crate and just go to whoever, it was either us or the door or whatever. So we kind of worked on that a little bit. And nope, I'm glad he kind of did that. So I can show you guys what we typically do. So if he tries to get out without us saying the release word, I just kind of use my body language and come back up to him. No. And then if I'm right in the door and he's trying to come out, I just use my knee to press him back in and kind of invade his space a little bit. Okay, and that's his release word to get out. So I'll just show you guys that again. Nighty-night. Good boy. He doesn't need to burst out as soon as possible. I mean, it's okay for him to just, lay down in there, even with the door open. I mean, that's what we teach our dogs. Like, this is your safe space. You shouldn't feel like you have to burst out of here as soon as the door opens. Okay, good boy. And the last thing we taught him is place. Place. Good boy. So again, I kind of mentioned that he came to us and he had some anxiety. So this has really been helping him build up his self-confidence, because the rule with the place is he can't get off. He can do whatever he wants on it. He can stand up, he can sit down, he can turn around, he can do anything he wants on it. Just not get off of it unless I give him his release word or another command word. So I can drop my leash and walk away from him, and he should stay on his place. I should be able to get some distractions. Bouncing a ball, and he should stay on his place. As you can see, he's kind of intrigued, but he's still staying on his place. Dropping treats, staying on his place, until I give him his release word. Okay. And now he's on his own prerogative. If he wants to stay on his place, he can. But the place is something, it's kind of like the crate, except if you're traveling, this is a great thing to take with you. The old Western saying, home is where you hang your hat. Well, we say home is where you place your mat. And place can be anything. It can be a beach towel, a yoga mat, something like this, a bed, whatever you guys choose. And with distractions, you guys can use distractions with anything. So if I wanted to heel around these cones again, distractions are a great tool for that as well. Oops. And you notice how I gave him his release word and he decided not to get off? Now when I give him a command word, he has no choice but to get off. Heel. Good boy. No, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. No, heel. You can definitely smell those treats. He's got a good nose, but he's doing really well. Sit. Good. So we're only on day 5, so we got 3 more private lessons and 5 more days. But he's doing really well. I think next we want to set up a private lesson for you guys. So we're going to edit this video and send it to you guys. But if you ever have any questions about anything, you can always reach us at our email or our phone number. But other than that, happy training.
All right, so here we are. And today we have Beau, and we are out on a little field trip. We are here at Buckner Park, one of my favorite places to train. And as you can see, we've got a pretty busy day full of kids taking advantage of the water park. Nice summer day for that. And with Beau being a very outgoing dog, I know that he's going to be really friendly with the kids and he's going to be very happy to see them. But what we're trying to do is help him learn self-control. So you can be excited, Beau, but what we really want is you also to stay controlled. Not jumping, not pawing, not head-butting, sometimes looking for that pet. They can get even rough with their heads. And so we're basically going to coach Beau through some interactions, hopefully, as we get around to the kids. And we're going to allow for the kids to interact, and at the same time coaching Beau to just maintain some personal space and stay self-controlled, at the same time still having some fun. So let's see how that goes. Right now we're just taking a bit of a walk, keeping in mind that one rule that he should never get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. And this place is always full of areas where dogs have gone off the trail here and maybe peed or pooed, and of course the dog that comes along after that always is curious as to what they might see. So we'll be watching for him to keep slacking the leash and at the same time just enjoying some fun. If I stop, he should stop. If not, we make that little reminder. We call this stop and go training. So there you go. Now that he's checked in on me, attaboy. We'll just continue with our walk, but we call that stop and go training. This is a really good technique for you guys to practice at home. Just occasionally on your walks, just stop. Make sure he doesn't try to pull. Let him check in on you. There you are. And then off we go again. So we call that stop and go training because that's exactly what we're doing. And what we're trying to convey to Beau is always be mindful that I might slow down, and you need to keep aware that that leash is supposed to stay loose, and it's your job, Beau, to keep that slack in that leash. My job, or your job, if you're handling him at home, is to make sure he does his job so that we have a well-trained dog. So as I stop here, look at that. Good boy, Beau. That time I didn't have to tug. He stopped on his own. Now I'm going to start again. So here we go. That's it. Caught him sniffing. But the idea is through stop and go training, he'll get better and better at just being aware of you and which direction you're going and when you're stopping and when you're going. And really in a subtle but powerful way, this makes us and makes you the leader in Beau's mind. All right, so we're just turning the corner here, and we've got a mom and what looks like a mom and a little boy walking. So we'll see how this goes. You can see that Beau is already kind of excited to see. Good boy, Beau. Hi there. Good boy, Beau. Good boy. Yeah. So they didn't want to stop and talk, but you could see that Beau had that natural curiosity, and we like that. He didn't pull on the leash as they went by, and we like that. So real good stuff. Come on, Beau. Come on. Good boy. How you doing? Man doing some training with his dog. That looks really pretty good. Holding it down, staying focused. Yeah, look at that. Nice. All right. Good dog. See that, Beau? You can do that someday. That's what we call off-leash control. Of course, we always say you can't have off-leash control until you get on-leash control first. And so we're going to keep the leash handy with Beau and on all times. I highly recommend you folks do that at home as well, because he's just young and there's so many distractions that he hasn't encountered yet. I feel like the leash is really going to be our best tool for quite some time. I don't generally start off-leash stuff with my own dogs until they're around 2 years old. So and of course you can have them off-leash when you've got a fenced-in yard or a secure area that's safe for them to play. But out in the park setting with distractions of kids and Gosh, out here, I guess you never even know when the next deer may race through, and a dog could easily get distracted and head off into the distance without us being able to do much about it. Let's stop one time. Look at you. Good boy, Beau. Yeah, let's go. There we go. Yes. Stop and go training. Works really well. Good sit. We're just gonna see if Beau can hold a sit as this jogger goes by us. So this is the other command I'd really like you guys to focus on during this first phase of our training. And I guess we'll let him lay down here, but we're just gonna see if he can hold his position. Good boy, Beau. Good. That was perfect. Okay. Good job. Yeah, so really pleased with that. You know, an outgoing dog like Beau, being able to stay in one spot as, you know, a jogger comes by is really pretty good. I have a feeling that his kryptonite is going to be more along the kids kind of energy. So, you know, that guy was a little older, and as he jogged by, Beau was curious, but not really curious enough to even think about breaking his command. Up here we have the little water park, and I think we may see a little bit more distraction as that energy with the kids starts to come out and Beau starts to take notice. Stay tuned. Beau, heel. Now we're doing that heel command. Gonna try past our distraction. No heel, no heel. No, heel. Good. Each time he tried to cross in front of me, I tugged back and said the word no, then repeated the command word heel each time. No, heel. Heel is that strict position in relationship to your body that he needs to keep out your right side. No, heel. Shouldn't turn his head back to see even the dog coming back behind us. Should stay with you focused every step of the way. And this is that heel command. Much more strict than the walking, because this is how we get through heavy distractions like parking lots and other dogs and dangerous areas. Heel. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good, good. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on. Good. There you go. Oh, here. Oh. Sit. Sit. Good. There you go. Good. Heel. Hey guys. Sure. This is Beau. Yes, this is Beau. You can pet him.
Hi, Beau. Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah, we're working on a YouTube page. What are you guys up to?
I'm a YouTuber too.
Are you? What kind of
What's your
channel? We have animal training and development. We train dogs. What do you guys do?
It's just me who.
Okay.
I do like just random things. I see a science experiment on TV. I like to try it out.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you want to try a science experiment with us? This is another one of our dogs. Can you just walk up and not pet him though? Just walk up and stand there for a second. Let her make him hold the sit. Don't pet him yet. Thank you. Just stay there. Now pet him. Thank you. So we're trying to train him to sit still for attention. And that's how we do it. Does that make sense? In science, if he learns that the way to get pets is to be still, he'll do a better job of being still. Can you back up and try that one more time for me? So just, there we go. Awesome. And then just walk up again. Excellent. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You want to pet our dog? This is Beau. You want to pet Beau?
What's your YouTube channel name?
It's called animal training and development. We're trying to get him to sit first. There you go. Thank you. And same thing for him. Oh, that was awesome.
Hide and seek tag with our
Ha ha ha.
I can't find them.
Would you like to pet Beau? His name is
You
Beau.
have to walk up to him and then you just have to stand there. Don't pet him yet.
There you go. Excellent.
No, YouTube names are already taken out. So I had to come up with Jeremiah! Bro!
Can't get any more distraction than that, can we?
She said that
It's too soon for that.
no, I know, but she said that she likes children. This is the perfect place to go.
Yeah. Good boy.